Now we're going to draw a box plot based on numbers that we were given. So we have this data back here that talks about the weight of boxes of raisins. And so this happens all the time in manufacturing plants. They'll take boxes of something off the conveyor belt and they'll weigh them to make sure that they actually weigh what they're supposed to be weighing on average and make sure that there's no weird skew or anything like that, that things are actually being packed the way they're supposed to be being packed. So, real world example, aren't you so grateful? Anyway, so here's the 10 boxes. We already have it in order, and actually here's the example, like the steps on how to find the 5-number summary. So here's our 5-number summary. Now we're going to make a box plot. I gave you the steps and showed you some pictures there, but I'm going to actually walk through it with you right now. So we're going to first start by drawing an axis for our box plot to go on, and I'm actually going to draw my axis further down so my box plot's not squished. And this box plot needs to fit our data, right? So we have to be able to get our minimum on there and we have to get our maximum on there and every number in between. And so we're going to actually label this as 24 and we're going to label this as 39. So we're just going to go a tiny bit bigger than our data. You only have to go as big as your data, but usually I go one more. So if I have this, I just go ahead and start labeling. Let's see, that's 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay, and do you see that there's the same amount of space in between all of these as much as I possibly could? You want it to be even. This is just like any other statistical chart or anything you ever do. You want them to have the even amount in between each value. You know, so you don't want it to jump like a huge jump from 24 to 25 and then a little jump from 25 to 26. So you want it to be even. Okay, so now we start labeling our data. First, let's put our median in there. So let's see, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So this is 32 right here. So we put a little bar there on our median. Now quartile 1 is at 29. So we're going to draw a box that goes from 29 to 35. So we're going from our first quartile to our third quartile. That's our box, okay? So 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So we're going to draw this box. And it's going to go there from 29 to 35. 33, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. So we're going to draw this box, and it's going to have our line at the median. So I'll label this so that you remember this is quartile 1, this is quartile 3, and this is our median of 29, 32, and 35. And again, since our scale is consistent, we don't have to label every single number because we know that, you know, 1 above 29 is 30. So this shows us the middle half of our data. Okay, so this is quartile 1, medium quartile 3. Now sometimes these are called box and whisker plots, not just box plots. And what you'll see is the reason they're called that is because we draw little whiskers on them. So the last step is to draw our minimum value at, like, draw a little dot, or sometimes you'll see it as like a line like this. So either one is fine. I'll draw one on the one side and one on the other just so you can see. And then we draw a whisker out from our box to our maximum. And actually I drew that maximum in the wrong spot. Our maximum actually goes there at 38. So we're going to draw our whiskers out. So this tells us everything we need to know. Here's our minimum. Here's our quartile 1, here's our median, here's our quartile 3, and here's our maximum, and we can just go down and find the values there. And then in the final product, we don't actually need these labels because it's the same for every box plot. The farthest left whisker is the minimum, and then this first part of the box is the quartile 1, and then the middle of the box, or the middle bar is the median, and then the top bar is the quartile 3, and the top whisker is the maximum.